Hey gang, D Tidwell, Enduro Mountain Bike Training. Hey, we finally got into video number 6 of the Rebuild Restore series. I know we've been working on going through the entire body, dealing with the ability of increasing mobility in the joints where mobility needs to happen. So today is the stability workout that I'm going to show you. We got 8 things that primarily deal with the way the body works and what we need as mountain bike athletes to perform our best. And that is, we need to be able to bend, we need to be able to walk, push, squat, pull, lunge, and twist. Okay? It's also important, obviously, to have good posture and good breathing mechanics. Okay, so each of these exercises I'm going to show you now, we're going to do in a giant set or a big superset so that we train the energy systems that are beneficial for mountain biking. And I'm going to do it back to back to back, just like you should do it back to back to back. Okay? Hopefully you can still see that. First exercise we're going to work on, our goal is to begin to help you with your hip hinge. Most of you cannot do this well. Okay, because of seated workplace positions, things like that, tight hamstrings, weak pelvis, weak core. So you tend to go like this, okay? So we're gonna work on the hip hinge. This is basic stuff here, but this works really well. Master this, and then you can start deadlifting, and it's also gonna help your squats. So it's the supine hip extension where my feet are under my knees. I can almost touch my toes. My back is on the floor. I'm at 45 degrees or here. I draw my belly in. I push my butt to the ceiling. I squeeze and punch my glutes. Most of my pressure is through my heels. I'm going to do this like a 3-second hold. I want you guys to do it 10 to 15 reps. Just like such. Okay? Really easy. Concentrate on those glutes doing the job. Relax the hamstrings. The lower back will work a little bit, but it's only as an assister, not a primary lifter, okay? From there, we're going to go to a hip hinge, a bend. It also works on balance and gait. Gait is walking. Single leg, opposite toe touch. So from here, I'm going to go, I'll go this way. Right hand forward, touches left toe, back up, we'll take a step. Left touch, back up, I'm going to take a step, just like such. Either way, my glute is loading. My left glute is lifting, or excuse me, my right glute is lifting my right leg. My back is mostly flat, my chest is up, my belly is in. Okay? Then you would go one more time. I want you to do 8 to 12 each of those walking steps. Now, make sure when you're going forward that this isn't happening. Okay, that's exaggerated. But when you do that step, you come forward, you're reaching across midline, trying to keep your pelvis and torso going straight ahead as best as you can. Number 3, Swiss ball push-ups. That is the push element associated with creating a better mountain biking athlete. Belly's in, neutral spine, down to the ball and back up. Now, for those of you who are not good at push-ups, which is going to be about 85% of you, you can either doing it first, do it against the wall if you have shoulder issues. Okay? Progress to doing it on a bench. Then progress to the floor. Then progress to a Bosu ball. This would be the last progression. So it is a difficult one. If you have wrist issues and shoulder issues, start on those least challenging exercises besides this one. Either way, with a regular push-up, shoulders width, hands are underneath the shoulders. Good plank position, down, nose touch, and up. There's no sagging, no this, none of that kind of good stuff. Straight body is a 2x4, and really this is just the move. Just like we would be on our bikes. Right into a squat. The rules of the squat. Doesn't matter if you're doing body weights, or this, or kettlebells, or bodyweight squats with the bar behind your back. The kneecaps always track at least to your second toe or out of your second toe. You want to make sure that you're not shifting to one side. You want your chest to be up. You want your spine to be neutral. Belly button is in. You're sitting back into those heels. The butt goes back first, then the knees bend. Okay? The knees don't bend first. Okay, see how far my knees are over my toes? That is bad. We want that butt to go back like you're trying to sit back on a toilet or a chair. Split stance. This is a split stance or lunge. Single arm pull. It's a pull, but it's also in the lunge pattern. So I'll take my cable machine or a band attached at the top of the door. I'll do it this way so you can see me in the mirror, and then you can see what's going on back here. I've got my opposite foot forward, so my right is opposite of my left. Good upright posture, back heel is up, knees are bent, chest is forward. I'm going to turn my chest and keep my pelvis still all at the same time. Also keeping my head still. Opposite arm is turning. Okay? That's a real simple move. Looks like this. Right hand pulling, keeping my pelvis still so my pelvis isn't moving. Right? My chest is moving to help pull my arm. Okay? The chest rotating helps pull my arm. Okay? Good lunge position mechanics. You're not too far out and you're not too short. Okay? Then we go to a half kneeling chop or a lunge position chop. So I switch out my handle. I go to my rope or use that same band that you just had. And the half kneeling chop goes inside knee up. Okay, inside knee up. That way when I come across my body with the chop, it's not in the way. My elbows are mostly straight and I'm pulling my left around to the side of me towards my glutes, and I'm pushing my right across the front of me, all while keeping my pelvis still. Nice good lunge position. My pelvis, my knee, nothing's moving. That's where the stability comes in. Okay? You can also do it in this lunge position if you're advanced enough to be able to keep your pelvis still. You have to be able to keep everything from your belly button down totally still. That's how you qualify whether you're ready to do this one or not versus the kneeling. I suggest starting with the kneeling. Okay, then we go Swiss ball prone cobra, side to side. Hold on, my ball wandered off. All right, Swiss ball prone cobra. I'm going to lay on my Swiss ball, right about belly button area or so, on my tippy toes. My arms come back at a 45 degrees, my thumbs are up, my palms are facing this way, not up to the ceiling, which is bad posture. So from here, I'm just going to turn my upper body left and right, left and right. Okay? So keep your shoulder blades squeezed and pinned like you're trying to run a credit card right between those shoulder blades. And it's all about kind of touch the hamstring, touch the hamstring. Okay? Last one, we've got tummy vacuum. I'm going to show you this standing first, right here, so it's really obvious. Okay, so what you're going to do, this is all breathing, and it's also a core exercise. So watch my belly, I'm going to inhale, it goes out. I'm going to exhale, comes way, way, way in, okay? Then inhale, and then exhale. Okay, that's how that works. But I'm going to have you do it in all four position, neutral spine, wrists under shoulders, 90 degrees. Okay, same thing. Inhale, my belly goes to the floor. Exhale, I pull my belly to the ceiling without moving my spine. Inhale, goes to the floor. Exhale. Okay, just remember, a lot of you guys are going to get this wrong, which is why it's in all our programs. If I punch myself or somebody punches me, what happens? My belly goes in, pushes my air out, which is why we lose our breath, right? So always remember, if somebody punches you, Your belly goes in, that's exhale. Okay? And then, just like if I had a string here and I pulled on it, it draws air into me. Okay? Now, to review, I think you should do about 3-second, 10 to 15 repetitions on this. Single leg toe touch. We'll do about 8 to 12 steps each leg. Swiss ball push-ups, or push-ups in general, is really going to be about form. So if you only do 4 with perfect form, that's all you do. Otherwise, you try to do as many as you can with perfect form. Squatting, depending on what squat you do, but if it's body weight squat, start with 10. Work your way to 30. Be smart with those if you're going to load your back. Split stance squats, single arm pull. We'll go with about 12 reps each side. Half kneeling chop or lunge position chop, same thing. 12 reps each side. Swiss ball prone cobras. You got to figure you're going to do about 10 each side on those. And then tummy vacuums, we usually say anywhere from 10 to 40 breath cycles, which is an inhale and an exhale. That's a 1 breath cycle. Then, my peeps, it says 10 each here, even though I just reviewed what I reviewed, but that's kind of the basics, if you forget. I want you to do all of those in a row. That's what the green arrow means. Do them back to back to back to back to back to back. Then you rest for 1 minute. And if you are a new exerciser, you're done with 1 set. If you're an intermediate, you do 2 sets. If you're advanced, you go 3 to 4, but regardless, you do 1 through 8. You rest a minute for set 1. You do 1 through 8, you rest a minute for set 2. You do 1 through 8, you rest a minute for set 3, etc. Okay? That's how that goes. This will make you more stable and take advantage of the mobility stuff that we created in the last 5 videos, which is up on Facebook, by the way, with different links to see those videos. So check it out, try this, master it. I'd say every other day. Do it for a month. Check out what happens to your body and your riding. It's gonna be awesome. All right? Info at enduromtbtraining.com. And check out our new website, enduromtbtraining.com. We have obviously our ultimate enduro training program, which is our online deal, and then we have our personal coaching programs, $209 a month for a minimum of 6 months. We get really specific down and dirty into making you a better athlete. You a better athlete who happens to mountain bike. All right, have a great week. Yeehaw! Bye, y'all.